Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's just tell some stories today. I haven't told these stories in a long time. I'll take a little break from them. This one's going to be controversial. I may lose some people on this one, but I don't care. I had people ask me all the time here in Florida, why did you leave LA? Because a lot of people here, they have this fantasy that Los Angeles and particularly Hollywood is so wonderful and glamorous. If it's so great, and why would you come here to this redneck town in Central Florida when you lived in what they think is paradise because they watch a lot of TV and movies? I'll tell you a story about the last day that I was in LA. It's why I left. I had already planned to leave before that last day, but the last day was why I left. I already had everything set up here in Florida. I had visited Florida during Bike Week at Daytona Beach, partied during Bike Week, and ended up getting myself a house while I was here. Came back, told my brother, we're living in the fucking jungles. West Side LA, all Bloods. Got on the other side of La Brea, they got MS and 18th Street, and they wore, but on my side it was all Bloods. So we're living in the ghetto, fucking helicopters and freeways and whatever. And I come back and tell them, yo, we're going to Florida. I just got a place, I got a house in Florida. It's just like, what? Why Florida? And that's a whole nother story. But why did I leave LA? We went up to Hollywood to go visit some friends of ours that lived up there, to tell them that we were moving, see them one last time kind of thing, you know, make our rounds with some of our bros, people that we had known for many years. We went up to Hollywood and hung out with some homeboys that we had known for a long time, and then on our way back down to where we lived, back down to the jungles, sorry, a big truck just drove by. They're picking up debris still from the hurricane. I got a wall of debris. I should bring the camera out there sometime. A wall of debris that is the length of my whole goddamn house. And we're driving back down through Hollywood. We're right near Hollywood and Vine, famous intersection. Capitol Records on one side. They got a good little bar, a little dive bar at Hollywood and Vine called the Frolic Room. I think it's the Frolic Room 2. Frolic Room 1 is in a different location. They got two of them. But the Frolic Room, little dive bar. I used to go in there all the time. They got a little taco joint, a tiny little taco joint next to the Frolic Room that shares a parking lot. So it's not a bad location. You used to get drunk as shit at the Frolic Room and then eat the fuck out of some tacos in the parking lot. We're driving by that area. And right on the fucking Hollywood Boulevard, it's broad daylight. There's two transvestite prostitutes. And one might say, well, how did you know they're prostitutes? Because you know a transvestite prostitute when you fucking see one. Anybody in LA knows what I'm talking about. If you live in Des Moines, Iowa, maybe you don't know what transvestite prostitutes are, but people in LA know what that shit is. There's no question. And there's two of them with big knives, kitchen knives, big motherfucking knives. They picked some good knives. These are big, good-looking knives. I'm a knife guy. And those were some good-looking knives. Big steel. Both of them had them in their hands. And they're lunging at each other with these knives. It's a knife fight, a tranny knife fight, right on Hollywood Boulevard. And they're lunging at each other with all seriousness. But the fun, me and my brother burst into laughter. Because these are two men dressed like women. Halfway through or all the way through their little hormone shit, you know. And they're lunging at each other with these big giant pieces of steel in each other's hands. But they can't even man up. That's what my brother said. He's like, look, they can't even man up in a knife fight. They're like, ugh. It was the sorriest knife fight I ever seen in my life. Nobody was gonna get hurt. There's no reason to call the cops or be alarmed. There was no way anybody was getting hurt with those knives. I mean, you ain't stabbing nobody like that. It was hilarious. We sat there in traffic just rolling in laughter. But then I stopped laughing. And I looked at my brother and I said, you know what? You want to know why we're leaving LA? You want to know why? You want to know why we just fuck this town? And fuck this whole goddamn state? You want to know why? Because of that, motherfucker. That right there. That shit that we're watching right there. That's why we're fucking leaving. Fuck this motherfucking place. And that's why I left LA. I can't stand the fucking trash. I'm sick of the goddamn garbage. I'm sick of the fucking tranny knife fights. I haven't seen one transvestite knife fight here in Daytona Beach yet. And I've been here, what, goddamn 18 years almost. Thanks for watching.